The number of coronavirus cases in Washington continues to grow. Newly released numbers from the Washington State Department of Health show that 366 people have tested positive. A total of 29 people have died in Washington. There are still no confirmed cases in Spokane County. Amid all this, Governor Jay Inslee announced he is banning all gatherings of 250 people or more in King, Snohomish, and Pierce counties. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It's good to have you here tonight. I'm Whitney Ward.
I think it's important for us to understand that it is here. We just don't necessarily have documentation that it's here.
Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward and Regional Health Officer Bob Lutz held a press conference today to discuss the coronavirus here locally. Their message, while there aren't any confirmed cases in Spokane yet, there will be.
KREM 2's Casey Decker was at today's press conference. He joined us live from City Hall tonight with what the city is planning to do to deal with coronavirus. Casey?
Well, the word of the day is proactivity. While the spread of the virus seems inevitable, Spokane leaders say we've got some time before it really hits here, and we should be using that time to get prepared.
We are urging everyone in the Spokane community to take immediate steps to practice social distancing.
So what does that mean? Well, basically, don't get up close with other people unless you have to. Working from home, postponing meetings, not shaking hands, and especially avoiding people with compromised immune or respiratory systems. These are all steps that folks in Spokane can be taking now. Of course, there are also a lot of questions today about big events. Governor Jay Inslee banning all big events in several West Side counties, and the NCAA announcing it will not allow fans at March Madness games. But the mayor today said here we aren't to that point yet.
At this time, we have not established limitations. Again, we have not established limitations on large social gatherings.
Now, individual agencies are taking precautions. Providers for homeless shelters are meeting regularly to form contingency plans and share sanitation resources. STA buses are being cleaned more frequently, and many city employees will now work from home. But so far, no actual restrictions in Spokane. That, of course, could very well change very soon. So the mayor and everyone else said, get ready. Mark, Whitney.
All right, Casey, thank you very much. And even though large events are canceled on the west side, we know they're not yet canceled here. The key word is yet, right?
That's exactly right. Right now, that's why the mayor is urging all organizers of large events to have contingency plans ready in case all this changes very rapidly. Reporting live from City Hall, Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
Casey, thank you. As Casey mentioned, the NCAA announced today the men's and women's tournaments will be played without fans amid coronavirus concerns. This as the Gonzaga men were likely to play at the Spokane Arena.
Yeah, local sports leaders and officials with the arena held a press conference late today. KREM 2's Taylor Vito was there. And Taylor, what are they saying now about that announcement and, of course, its impact here locally?
Well, yeah, guys, the two words that they said, surprised and disappointed. They did emphasize, though, that they wanted to make sure they did what's right and follow the direction of the NCAA. As you had just mentioned, the NCAA, in a very surprising, very rare move today, announcing that fans would not be allowed to attend the tournament games. It would just be staff and family members of their teams and players. This, of course, all due to coronavirus concerns. Earlier this afternoon, we'd heard from the Spokane Sports Commission, and what was interesting was they noted this has really been a moving story for them. They learned about it about a couple hours before this press conference happened, about an hour ago. Moving story is what they described. They said they were still learning the facts, still finding what would happen. Mark, as you were mentioning, it was predicted that the Zags would likely play here, so that's certainly a disappointment for those fans and people who potentially bought tickets. For those wondering about tickets, refunds will be happening. Some local sports commission officials said they were still trying to figure that out, but that would be coming from the NCAA. And again, disappointment. They understand why this is happening, but disappointment in the sense of what this would mean for the Spokane area. Based on previous estimates from other NCAA tournament games that have been held here, the Spokane Sports Commission was estimating that this would bring about $4 million to the area and would result in about 4,000 hotel stays. Again, they said they wanted to do what was right and keep in mind the health and safety of student athletes from any of the colleges that could be visiting this area. But again, I still asked, hey, were you expecting this? Did this come as a surprise? Here's what they told us. Take a listen.
But yeah, it's a surprise for us, and it's disappointing, obviously. But I guess Are we shocked? Yeah, we've never been down this path before, and we're trying to understand how best we can meet the goals of still ensuring that we have a positive experience here in Spokane for the student athletes.
That was the president CEO of the Spokane Sports Commission, and over the course of that press conference, when he was talking to myself and other reporters, he said they still want to emphasize that even though fans won't be allowed to attend the games, NCAA tournament games are still going to be happening here at the Spokane Arena. So that's still something to take away, still something worth hanging our hats on, as much as this situation, is not enjoyable for many different fans and schools as well. Of course, last night we heard from, some basketball folks as well saying, they would want to be playing in front of fans if they were to have these games. The game starting next week here at the Spokane Arena will represent the 6th NCAA tournament games, I should say, rather, that have been held here in Spokane. For now, reporting live at Spokane Arena, Taylor Vito, KREM News.
Very much. Karthik Venkatraman joins us. Last night, we were just commenting, Whitney and I, about how cool it was that Zags won the WCC tournament last night, and they're going to have a chance to play kind of in front of their home crowd at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, and now all this.
Yeah, let's just say it like it is. It really sucks. I mean, this team has worked all season long to get to this point, to get that advantage, to play in front of some home fans at Spokane Arena. And now they're not going to be able to do it anymore because the NCAA said that there's no fans. Obviously, the players were very excited about the opportunity to maybe get to play here in Spokane. We talked to them a little after the West Coast Conference Championship game yesterday that they won, basically solidifying that they were going to play here.
It's going to be awesome. Hopefully two more games in Spokane in front of our home crowd, and it's just going to be a huge party, for everybody. The people that can't, access McCarthy will be able to see us play in Spokane Arena, so it's going to be great. I'm really excited. We've been looking forward to it all year long, and the Zags are going to be out just like they normally are, and it's going to be pretty special.
Hey, it's going to be crazy. I'm excited to see the fans there.
For Gonzaga women's basketball, they too have a chance to host in the NCAA tournament as well. If they got a top 4 seed on selection Monday in women's basketball, the top 4 seeds in every region gets to host the first 2 rounds as long as they advance on their home court. So obviously, potentially a big letdown for Zags fans who were pretty much anticipating getting to go to the Kennel to watch some more women's basketball games. The women haven't hosted an NCAA tournament game since 2014. The Big Sky Conference has announced that the tournaments will go on as planned with fans in the stands. We have Idaho women's basketball playing later tonight in the next round, and then also Eastern Washington men's basketball will start their run tomorrow in the Big Sky tournament as well. Both teams looking for NCAA tournament bids. Whitworth men's basketball will play in the NCAA Division III tournament on March 14th against Swarthmore, which is in Pennsylvania. Due to the coronavirus, though, they're going to be playing in front of no fans at all. They had media availability today ahead of their big matchup in the Sweet 16. We talked to them about what the experience is going to be like.
Honestly, my initial reaction was disappointment. I was upset because I know people had already made arrangements, put money down to have plane tickets and get out there. But everybody's in this boat now, and so you just got to roll with it. In the end, it might be an advantage in a certain way. You would be playing in front of probably a hostile crowd, and instead, you're just playing in front of the scores table.